Hey, Nintendo just released a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and that's kinda cool. But before we get to experience all of the new things it has to offer, we're gonna have to make sure Mario's bad reputation gets improved. Cause as you know, Mario's not a hero and loves to attack poor defenseless enemies. Which is why I now play Mario games and try to avoid being violent. The rules are simple. We are going to be playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and we'll try to get to the end of the game and save the kingdom. All of this without attacking or defeating an enemy. Will this be possible? I have no idea, but let's just jump into it. The intro sequence doesn't feature a single enemy Mario could be mean to, making it quite simple to clear. After the evil Bowser attacks the kingdom, I finally get control of Mario and get to play the first world, Pipe Rock Plateau. The first level does feature a few enemies, but we don't actually have to mess with them. I mean, this little Goomba is sleeping here. Why would anyone attack this cute guy? I managed to get the Wonder Flower and make the world all cool and stuff, and then I grabbed the flagpole and beat the stage. Piranha Plants on Parade, as the name implies, features a crap ton of piranha plants, but as they just chill around their pipes peacefully, well, Mario never had to interact with them. Near the middle of the stage, they will start singing a lovely song, making them even cooler. Man, why would anyone attack these friendly dudes? Scram Skedaddler is up, and this one features those enemies that keep running away from you. At first, everything was good until I saw a yellow barrel fall from the sky and kill one of them. I stopped and assessed the situation. Mario touched this floating blue flower thing, and it actually created those barrels in the sky. Oh no, violence! Okay, I tried this level again and skipped the flower this time around, and it was all good. Oh, and when I picked up the Wonder Flower, I became a very fast, invincible Mario that can kill everyone on his way. That's pretty much the opposite of what we want to do for this quest, so I started over again and skipped it as well. Doing all of that made this stage possible. After that, I got my first badge from this little guy in that house, and now I can glide using my Mario hat, which is going to be quite helpful, I'm sure. Alright, in order to get to the next part of the world, we need 10 Wonder Seeds, so let's visit a few levels to get them. Bull Rush coming through was my first stop, and while this stage does feature a few enemies that we need to dodge, the new badge we just got actually makes it quite simple to do. Here come the Hopposes up, and those big hippo looking guys can be jumped on, and once you do that, they start rolling, and they kinda destroyed everything on their way. I guess by attacking these dudes, I'm kind of causing a lot of violence. Gonna have to dodge these guys if I wanna beat this challenge. So yeah, I dodged all of them to avoid accidental violence and made my way to the Wonder Flower, which was actually okay. No violence was done while collecting the extra seed from that stage. I then went for the 2 break time levels, which are quite simple. One wants you to collect 5 tokens to then get a seed, and the other one makes me run super fast to get it. Both didn't feature a single enemy, and with 10 Wonder Seeds in hand, I was able to destroy that plant and then visit the next level, Mountaineering. This race against a Wiggler does feature a few enemies, but they're all quite easy to dodge, so no physical violence will be dealt. As I won the race and made the Wiggler feel bad, I guess a little bit of psychological violence was done, but we can't really prove it, so it doesn't count for this quest. I'm going to need 14 Wonder Seeds to beat this world, so that means I need 3 more. Let's visit a few more levels, shall we? I first went to the Wall Climb Jump Challenge, which contains a grand total of 0 enemies. I then went in this pipe to visit this underground section and played Angry Spikes and Sinking Pipes, a level full of those spike enemies. I did manage to get 2 Wonder Seeds in that one, and all of this without having to attack a single enemy, which made me quite happy. And guess what? Now we have 14 Wonder Seeds, so we can go to the castle level. Pipe Rock Plateau Palace is here, and this one is actually filled to the brim with enemies. Goombas, Hammer Bros, and even more were waiting for me, waiting to kill me or to be killed. but we're going for a pacifist run here, so I didn't do anything like that. I just, avoided them all and made my way to Bowser Jr. I guess I forgot that castles have boss fights at the end. I did try to run away from Bowser Jr. to get him to stop attacking me, but the dude never gives up. I guess I'm gonna have to attack him. I'm so sorry, dude. As it's typically the case in Mario games, I had to jump on his head 3 times to defeat him. Well, that kinda sucks for this non-violent quest, but I guess we'll try to go for the minimum amount of violence possible. Time to explore the next world, Petal Isles. Dolphin Kick was my first stop, and well, this lovely underwater stage doesn't contain any enemies, so it was done in no time. Leaping Smackerel is next, and this stage was actually full of those big fish that wanna eat you, but if I just avoid them all, they're never gonna be an issue. Heck, that giant one actually helped me out gathering all of the flower coins, so, well, thank you, good sir. Rowbird Cove was uninteresting, as all of the enemies don't even try to attack you. They try to aim for these yucky coins to steal them all. I mean, keep all of those ugly coins, I don't mind at all, guys. Bluebird Roost is next, and this one features a few shells that I could accidentally kick on those little birdie birds, but I made sure never to do that. Alright, now that we got 5 Wonder Seeds from this place, we can finally get to World 2 Fluff-Puff Peaks. Out My Way Valley is a simple level that features all of those little guys that love to kick ice blocks your way, but it's super easy to avoid getting hit and hitting them back. I got 2 more Wonder Seeds by playing those fun break time stages with those fun little challenges. The first one was all about me avoiding getting crushed by ice blocks. And although I could have attacked this little rascal there, I decided to avoid being violent and let him have his fun. I also did the second wall climb jump challenge, which, just like the previous one, doesn't feature a single enemy. Puzzling Park was all about fighting tokens hidden all over the place, and this one was also empty of enemies. Pokepede Pass is next, and this one was full of snow blocks, but these things are not dangerous for our pacifist quest. Condart's Away was a bit more annoying though, because of all these little annoying birds. They really want to attack us all the time, and this is a bit annoying. During the bonus sequence in the sky, the game expected me to bounce on one of them to get the purple 10 coin, but nope. I am not attacking anyone, not even for money. I am not a yucky person. Pole Block Passage features those blocks that create poles to climb on, and some of these blocks actually have Koopa Troopas chilling on top. If I hit these blocks, I defeat the Koopa, and well, obviously I can't do that. Instead, I made some technical wall jumps and avoided these blocks altogether. It's now time for more bonus levels, starting off with Cloud Cover, a super easy level where I collected 5 flower tokens hidden in clouds. The floating high jump badge challenge was full of piranha plants, but the main focus of this level is to jump above them all, so I never had to do anything violent toward them. Up and Down with Puffy Lifts is next, and this one was a total joke. Hey, it's my boy Kamek! What does he want? Oh, an airship level! So cool! This one features these little fireworks dude, and normally you attack them to get them to explode blocks and unlock secret areas. But obviously, I didn't do that this time, because I don't want to hurt anyone! Luckily, it doesn't really matter, as I soon made my way to the end, pushed the button, and destroyed that airship. Let's finish the world strong by visiting the Fluff-Puff Peaks Palace, which was full of enemies. And while it was tempting to defend myself and attack them, I made sure not to. Sadly, I did have to be a bit naughty. Look, it's Bowser Jr. again, and he just won't let me pass without a good old fight. 1, 2, 3, and 4 hits were required to beat up this brat. Man, 4? That's a lot. I'm a bit sad, but this big Wonder Seed made me forget this little slip-up. Let's keep moving, shall we? We're back to Petal Isles, and the goal here is to make our way to World 3, and what better way to do that by just playing another underwater dolphin kick swimming challenge. This one has no enemies once again, meaning I quickly made my way to the next stage, a Wiggler race. This one was pretty simple and did feature a few enemies on the way, but dodging them was a non-issue. Alright, now it's time for us to visit the next world, Shining Falls. Hup Hup and Away is the first level I played, and it's full of these little annoying guys that jump when you jump, and they are quite painful to deal with. I never had to attack one though. Ready, Aim, Fly was also quite simple, and I beat it in no time. It's now time for more break time levels that can be beaten in like a minute each. The crouching high jump badge level was a bit tricky with those super tall enemies, but I still managed to avoid attacking all of them. Hop to It is up, and this one was pretty simple and I quickly got to the end without having to attack these jumping guys again. Across the Night Sky is a stage where you get a star and start running super fast. I avoided attacking all of the little enemies, which was a bit challenging, but it wasn't too bad either. It's now time for Zip Track Dash, a level that was actually super simple. It does feature a crap ton of enemies, but they're scripted to avoid you so you can zip to the end in no time. And with that done, I was given the Royal Seed and cleared this world. That's right, no boss fight in this one. Pretty neat, right? It's back to Petal Isles for me, to clear a couple more levels until we get to World 4. I started with the Jewel Block Cave, which contains those block enemies that try to crush you. And well, there's no way to fight these guys, so this was no challenge. Hey, guess what? I can already visit the desert. Huh, that was fast. It's time for the Sunbaked Desert, a new world full of fun stages to play and enemies to dodge. The Ninja Jump Party is up, and this is a very fun stage full of cool music. You gotta bounce to the timing of the music, and it was one heck of a ride. There's a few enemies, but I never had to attack them, so I'm good. Valley Full of Snoodles is next, and this one was full of those bouncing little guys that seem to want to be crushed by Mario's big boots. Avoiding them all was a bit tricky, but I still managed to do it. Armads on the Roll was a total joke, and so was the Desert Mystery. Easy Wonder Seeds for me. Speaking of, I did a bunch of little break time levels to get even more. The Color Switch dungeon was full of little snake enemies that wanted to be jumped on, but I, once again, worked very hard to not do that. I got my final 2 Wonder Seeds in some more break time levels. Both were easy and took less than 10 seconds to clear. Alright, it's now time for the Palace, a tricky level where you can get hurt if you stop running, which is why I didn't stop running. Oh, hi Bowser Jr., how are you? Are you going to be nice this time around? No? Well, that was expected. You know where this is going, do you? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and he's done for. I know it's more violence, but what can I do? The brat just won't accept to discuss our issues over a nice lunch at Subway. Back to Petal Isle for us. And this time, an airship decided to attack us. This level is full of bullet bills and fire bars and other dangerous things. But one thing is for sure, it doesn't contain a single enemy that needs to be attacked. I hit the big button, and voila! It's time to move on to the next part of the game, Fungi Mines. Tailey's Toxic Pun is up, and in this level, there's these little green guys with handles. If we grab onto them, it defeats them, and that looks very violent. So I will have to avoid doing that. It makes the level more tricky, but it's still possible. Up Shroom, Down Shroom was way easier and allowed me to get both Wonder Seeds. Beware of the Rifts was fairly simple, and so was Tumble House. Wubba Runes wasn't much more difficult, so it's all good. Swaying Runes is next, and this one was kinda fun. You gotta hop on these guys and let them guide you to the end of the level. Poison Runes is the final level from this world, and well, it was pretty easy. So I guess that with this one done, we can get the Royal Seed and go back to the Petal Isles. Hey, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. Mama Mouthful is a very violent level. But not because of Mario, no, because of these big mouth dudes that eat poor Goombas alive. Ugh! Rated E for everyone? I would bump this up to M for mature if it were just me. Oh my god, that's as violent as a frickin' Resident Evil game, ugh! Muncher Fields was thankfully much less violent and very easy to clear without hurting anyone, allowing me to finally get to the next world, Deep Magma Bog. I got a few Wonder Seeds from the easy, break time, and badge levels, which never required me to attack anything. Where the Roombas Rule is the first level I'm actually going to be playing, and well, this one was quite simple. Although I couldn't get the Wonder Flower because it would have forced me to defeat an enemy, something I truly don't want to do. Rarg in the Ruins is up, and well, this one featured a bunch of scary enemies, but they cannot be defeated, so we're good. Pull, Turn, Burn is next, and this one was weird as heck. You get to swim in lava. Like, what sense does that make? None, it's just weird. Next up was an airship level, one that featured all sorts of crazy things out to kill Mario, but I still managed to avoid fighting anything. Hot 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 is the next level, and it was pretty easy. For my final Wonder Seed, I went through the Magma Tube, a level full of lava. It's pretty scary, but no violence had to be done. Alright, time to visit the palace, and finally be done with this world. Obviously, just like all previous palace levels, they're full of evil enemies, but we never have to defeat them. And as per usual, after we enter this big door, we'll see everyone's favorite little brat, Junior. Once again, 4 hits will be needed to clear this boss fight, and with the final Royal Seed in hand, it's time for us to get to the final world. Missile Meg Mayhem is the first level we'll get to, and while we have to jump on these Missile Megs to get to the end of the stage, they never explode when we touch them, so I don't think they hurt at all. The High Voltage Gauntlet is up, and this one was a complete joke. Evade the Seeker Bullet Bill was a bit more challenging, with all of those bullet bills trying to blow up my face, but I dodged them all. Bowser's Blazing Beats was super scary, with those big fists that were trying to punch me all over the place, but I managed to clear it without violence. And guess what? It's now time for the final stop of the day, Bowser's Rage Stage. This is a very cool looking final level, and it involves all sorts of crazy things happening all at once. Like at one point you fly, at one point you stand on a dragon, but you know what? None of that matters, because the real problem awaits you at the end. Bowser. Of course we'd have to face the guy himself. But the thing is, we're not really fighting Bowser per se, we are fighting Castle Bowser. And a castle is an object. Does this count as violence? I mean, we technically never attack the guy, we kinda just press the big button under his face. I'm not really sure if this should count or not. Like, what do you guys think? Anyways, after 7 hits on the big button, Castle Bowser is no more and the world is saved. Yay, we did it! But at what cost? Is it possible to beat Super Mario Bros. Wonder without using violence? No, it isn't. As you remember, this little junior brat really didn't want to be nice to us. We did have to defeat him 4 times. It took us a grand total of, get ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 hits. All done on this one single brat. Junior, what are you doing? Oh, and if we do end up counting Castle Bowser as a human being, well, I did have to hit him 7 times. So yeah, this is quite the violence we had to do today. Not my proudest result. I'm not so sure Mario can still be a hero after this. Thanks a lot for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more and consider clicking the join button to join Team BBQ and support me. Alright, bye everyone!